Easy to confuse albino lions with white lions. White lions acquire their unusual coloring from a recessive gene known as chinchilla. White lions have been feared by humans for thousands of years and have played significant roles in the mythology and folklore of many African cultures. However, albino lions are believed to exist as well, and like any other lion, they hunt large mammals such as zebras, antelopes, and buffaloes. These types of lions have often pale blue or green eyes, which are thought to be caused by the same genetic mutation that affects their fur color. March 8, 2023, a group of albino kangaroos were spotted at the Panorama Wildlife Sanctuary in Australia. The kangaroos were seen hopping and grazing in a field within an enclosure specifically designed for albino animals. While this sanctuary houses several albino animals, including kangaroos, wallabies, and marsupials, the kangaroos are an extremely rare find. Owner Anna Marie Van Ruy and her partner Mick Smith have made it their life mission to breed albino animals since 2012. This sanctuary is home to a total of 9 albino kangaroos, which can't be found anywhere else in the world. White ravens that are not albino, but there are also actually albino ravens. Unfortunately, they're sometimes targeted by hunters due to their unusual color, as was the case with the last surviving albino raven. This raven was so rare that they are more than a myth than an actual creature. When they found the raven, experts realized that the female wouldn't survive long due to an illness. She was only 2 months old, and at the time, she enjoyed sitting next to her owner's bed. She was named Pearl, and one of the challenges she faced was that her feathers, which lacked melanin, were not waterproof, preventing her from flying. During a special wedding day whale watching trip in 2023, an albino dolphin appeared. This happened in the Eastern Cape province of South Africa. The first words that came from the boat captain, Lloyd Edwards, were ghostly creature. It was a flash of white amidst a pod of 200 dolphins. Its eyes were closed, so they couldn't see if they were red, but most experts agreed that it was an albino dolphin. Surprisingly, its albinism will not put its life in danger. They have few predators, and their coloration will make no difference. Albino horses are just as majestic as the average horse, if not more. Albino horses boast a pure white coat, pink skin, lush white manes and tails, and pale eyes. However, they're often confused with gray horses. For a horse to be albino, it must be the result of 2 copies of the gene from both parents. It will have no dark spots, markings, or speckles, and its eyes will vary from pale blue, white, or pink. Even its hooves will be white in color. Experts say that the albino horses that have been spotted are simply white horses, although others have a different opinion. Skunks are rare, occurring only when a genetic variation is present in less than 1% of the wild skunk population. Daisy, the albino skunk, is an unusual sight due to her unique coloration and the fact that she's considered the friendliest skunk in the world. She reportedly visits a town in Indiana frequently and has become sort of a local celebrity. According to the article, Daisy is friendly and loves to cuddle with her human friends. In fact, she's become a mascot of sorts for the local business, where customers can pay to have their photo taken with her. Her albinism doesn't hinder her from doing what skunks do, which is emit foul odor when hummingbirds lack the pigment that gives their feathers their characteristic colors. Instead, their feathers are completely white, and their eyes are pink or red due to the transparent color of their skin. These birds stand out in their environment and are a beautiful sight for those who encounter them. However, there are several reasons why albino hummingbirds do not survive long. Their feathers, although breathtaking, are weaker and likely prone to breaking during migration. They also lack camouflage abilities, making them more vulnerable to being spotted by predators. Reindeer is the ultimate mystical creature, guaranteed to be an unforgettable sight. But how often are true albino reindeer found? Very rarely. Albino reindeer can be mistaken for piebald deer, which have white hair with small patches of brown markings. The chances of one being born, about 1 in 20,000. Reindeer already have it tough as it is, but albinism causes them to suffer from poor eyesight, resulting in depth perception issues and difficulty tracking movement. In a forest that's entirely brown and green, a white reindeer stands out significantly and is often abandoned by their herd. Is there anything more terrifying to a shark than an orca? Perhaps an albino orca, as the shark may see it coming but be unable to do anything about it. Recently, a rare albino orca was filmed just off the coast of Southern California. It was noticed by a group of whale watchers and stood out immediately as it swam alongside 6 other orcas. The albino orca was estimated to be 3 years old, quite an achievement for a wild albino animal, although orcas are quite formidable. This 3-year-old individual had completely white skin, so the group of tourists named it Frosty. Every 100,000 hedgehogs, one albino one is born. There's an estimated 100 albino hedgehogs living in the United Kingdom. Hedgehogs are solitary creatures that often curl up into a ball when threatened or stressed. Albino hedgehogs have pink or red eyes due to the lack of pigmentation in their eyes. This is because blood vessels are visible through the iris. Take a look at Miss Twinkle, who resides in North Yorkshire. According to experts, albino hedgehogs with their white skin and red eyes do not face any additional dangers in the wild. After the release of Miss Twinkle, the Jericho Animal Shelter welcomed another albino hedgehog that was found. An example of an albino spider is the albino zebra spider, a type of jumping spider found in the United Kingdom. This small spider has a striking white appearance due to the lack of melanin. Another example is the albino orb-weaving spider, which is common in North America and is known for its striking white and yellow coloration. Despite their unique appearance, albino spiders face numerous challenges in the world. Without the proactive color patterns that may help many spider species blend into their environment, albino spiders are more easily noticed by predators. They may also struggle to find a mate, as their white coloration may make them less attractive. However, albino spiders are said to be non-venomous and pose no greater danger to humans than other non-venomous spider species. Sloths have a striking white or light-colored fur that deviates from the typical colors of sloths, which range from the light gray to dark brown. One example of an albino sloth is one found in the Amazon forest in 2017. This small sloth, also known as the ghost of the forest, was discovered by a tourist during a tour with the Brazilian animal rescue group Funatura. The sloth lacked the usual pigmentation and had bright blue eyes, a common feature in albino animals due to the lack of pigmentation in the iris. Another example of an albino sloth is Frosty, who was rescued in Costa Rica in 2019. This female sloth was found in a precarious state by the side of the road and was eventually brought to the Costa Rican Animal Rescue Center.